in order to stabilize the ever-maddening Michael, Simeon, and the mad dreamer, Gregorius Demetres of Clan Malkavian, would scheme to try to convince the Methuselah that the Drakon, his lover, had returned. They took young Myka and stripped him of his identity in mind and in body with a combination of their disciplines. Then, recasting him in his own mind as the Drakon himself, sent him to Michael in order to appease the Ancient One. Of course, Michael, though mad, was a powerful Methuselah and was not for a single second deceived by their ploy. Hello and welcome, Canaanites and other beautiful children of the night. My lover is worried that I have lovers.
Like, you know I have like 5. I mean, the strict number is 2 and a concubine. Yes, I have other lovers. Of course I do. That's how this works. Personal memento. She will get a lock of my hair. I will send her some of my small clothes. She can have a lock of my hair. I mean, it'll turn to dust, but then she can keep the dust and I can label it with hair, right? The gift you sent me has quickly become very dear to me. The frustration over so rarely being in your company will be easier to bear with part of you so close. Good. Enthusiastic conversions. Gibbering fool. Oh, it's the gibbet. I think we're going to agree to disagree. We're going to become a descriptivist. Pyros will lose some liking of us. We'll lose a bit of learning, which we have most of. It'll gain a little bit of diplomacy. I think that's fine. I want the stress off more than I want anything else. Yeah, we're good. We are good. The map? My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The woman has been spending large amounts of gold, bragging loudly about the deal she struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Huh. Shh, this idiot belongs in my dungeons. Because idiots in my dungeons are lunch. Right? Idiots in my dungeons are lunch. Yum. We don't even need the melancholy experience. We are an odd Tzimisce. We are an odd Tzimisce because of our particular situation. We are gaining no experience in the areas we need to. Show Countess in at once. The Countess in at once, yeah. Serve me well, Countess, keeper of the faith. You should consider yourself lucky that you're still welcome here. It's only because you didn't participate in any of those wars. Who is this? This is my child. He wants to be in an alliance with me. Yep, that's fine. You still hate me, but it's expected, right? There's nothing to be done about it. Really nothing to be done about that. What do you have to say? Pariah of the court. I am just harshly for my hospitality towards Budzwi, the criminal, who has... Okay, so he is... What is he? He's a nodist. He's Polish. I don't know why he's criminal. We're going to arrest him. And now that he's arrested, we're going to negotiate his release. We're going to demand his conversion. He won't do it because he's a zealot. I don't want to get rid of him. I can employ him as my executioner. That could be cool. You know, that's actually pretty cool. We'll do that. He can come right back out and do that. Alright. So he is now my executioner. I have a Ravenos executioner. I don't know why that sounds cool, but it does. To live as my other half. What an insulting proposition. This guy's an idiot. Task finished, so we have pushed our faith, and we will continue to push our faith. This way, you can get right back into your job, sir. Do I have anybody better, actually? Nope, still you. Congratulations. Also, thank you for the armor. We're getting pretty strong, but that's because that's what slots should do, especially if you have them in a cathedral of flesh. So that's an undeniable truth. Scheme at court. Somebody's trying to kill this woman. We don't really care about that. Do we want to make any pushes? I don't think so. Not right away. Like, this is our ally, and I'm perfectly fine with that. We could try to cut territory out of the Tremere. Like, there is this. He's not that strong. He holds part of her territory. Grimgroth. Did we fight him? We wouldn't be fighting him. We would be fighting frickin' Notorious. Notorious is strong. So that's not a possibility. I suppose we could try Moravia or Bohemia? What's happened? I don't understand. Okay, so one of these has got to be the Kingdom of Bohemia. So wait, where's Bohemia? So one of these is going to be the Kingdom of Bohemia, and one of these has got to be the Duchy of Bohemia. That's just you guys. You guys, so cute in here. The Nos and the Tzimisce are fighting Breach of the Masquerade. Well, I mean, we drain them of their blood, killing them, obviously. Who are you? Are you in my herd? You're just a courtier, eh? You're an innocent. You have knows too much. We will drink you. That is what we do. 25% chance you can't reduce your masquerade exposure any further. 10% chance it increases. 7% chance that we get wounded. Yummy. So we probably should be working on somebody. I guess you. We'll sway you because we're not using our scheme for anything else right now. We are gaining absolutely no... My spymaster's come to the discovery. He's certain that my vassal, Countess Keeper of Faith, is scheming against... Pause. Now that she's in prison, we could ransom her. She has no money. What else could we do? I don't think I have a reason to revoke her title. It would be tyranny, and we're trying to get rid of that. I could execute her. I could torture her.
Now, as we move forward, I want to start establishing a rule that I am not going to be stepping in these situations. I will try to protect the people in my court by stopping the schemes and making them hard, but I won't be imprisoning people because scheming is a normal part of things, you know, among the sinners. But she is my enemy, so that does change things a bit.
I mean, she can't hate me anymore, right? Let's do it. Our first torturing! Torture, why complicate matters? There's nothing like a good old rack. The sound when bones and sinews snap is quite unforgettable, but not as unforgettable as the pain Countess Keeper of the Faith is soon to experience. It had to be done. It did have to be done. You can now... I mean, it's an act of tyranny to execute her. Yeah, it's an act of tyranny to execute her. We gonna banish her? I guess we gotta banish her, right? I could demand her conversion. Oh. Wait. What are we even talking about here? What am I even thinking? The 10% chance. A 1 in 10 chance that she fights me. We gain 6th gen. We lose a bunch of stress because we're ambitious. We gain sanguine and animal. We're gonna do it. Why wouldn't we? Right? Why wouldn't we? Why would we not do it? So let's see how it goes. Let's see if she gets into our head. An odd smell. Waking up in the morning beside my soulmate, Elias Sel Fumos, I sigh and stretch out languidly, only to catch a glimpse of my beloved wrinkling his nose. I open my mouth to inquire further, only to have Elias Sel Fumos recall even further. Listen, Myka Vykos, my love, he stands up. This is difficult to bring up, but you've not been smelling particularly fresh recently. Dumbfoundedly, I give my armpit an inquisitive smith. Perhaps he has a point. We need to find a way to fix this. Odd spell top notch. This is... Is this a fig? I yawn tiredly as Elias Selfumus leads me excitedly into a nearby town. He had insisted on traveling out as soon as possible, which in hindsight is somewhat insulting, and we made our way through the small crowds. Right! Choose from one of these. He's literally naked, by the way. That's just an important thing to remember. We're making a perfume, of course. Perhaps mint? Mint. Like the smell of lemon? Ooh, lemon. Pomegranate would be expensive. I'm gonna buy the pomegranate perfume. Of course I am. After my choice a week ago, I had almost forgotten about Elias Selfomos's quest to fabricate me a fragrance, I only remembered when he stopped dead in the street and wheeled around on his heel, dragging me towards a spice merchant. Ah, frankincense would be divine. I think maybe cinnamon or nutmeg. I think cinnamon. An odd smell, a strong base. Passing a vendor at the edge of a forest selling what appears to be types of wood and their related products, I only managed to have a feeling of rising dread for a second before Vykos's eyes light up and he pulls me over to them. Now these would be exactly fit for our purpose. Oak wood is fine. I like how these resins look. Oud. Sandalwood. I think we're gonna do oud. I think we're just gonna go all in. Why not? Why not, right? One final drop. Despite myself, I've ended up quite enjoying my hunt for perfumey ingredients. It is with some anticipation that I hear of a vendor in a local town who carries several highly rare and coveted items that might interest me. I look over the wares. A few reeds of dry glass, a white powder, and what looks like some dull, crumbly gray rocks. The merchant looks at me expectantly as Ilias Sel Fromos regards the wares. Did you say this is whale vomit? Cam 4? No, I got things to buy. I got things to buy, it's fine. Alluring aroma. Having supplied a local artisan with my collected ingredients a few days ago, it is with delight and trepidation that I unwrap the leather binding of the resultant perfume. Inside is a small, simple bottle containing a mix of colors, at first pink. But when I hold it to the light, it turns dark midnight blue. When I open the crude stopper, my olfactory senses are caressed by the smell. I call over Ilias Selfirmos excitedly, and the two of us marvel at the fragrance wafting around. Ho, 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 what a... traction opinion. Dynasty opinion. Spouse opinion and a small health boost. This... I feel like the richest man in the world. I want this. This is exactly my style. We're gonna put this on proudly. We're never taking this off. Unless it gets robbed from us, that's on us forever now. We got one more time that we can upgrade this, right? No, two. We're almost full on the Slotsja, which is great, to be fair. And we're almost going to learn our Obfuscate. 140 gold coins for free, just like right when we needed it. Good job, my father. Good job. It's still weird that we're not learning any... It's still weird that we're not learning anything from our own main discipline, but that's okay, you know. We got lots of other things. We don't have to rush towards vicissitude. In fact, we're not really in a vicissitude stage in our existence. That can happen later. The quest for Obfuscate. The County of Breslau. I'll get started right away. So we are literally just going to go next door and grab our sire and have him do it. That makes sense. Or maybe it's the Nos that lives there. Oh, these are poor or terrible. I don't care. It's fine. You can just do it. Okay, start traveling for 3 gold. Let's get out there. I will actually buy the last of these, even though it's super expensive. We are going to put... probably 3 levels of blood tax in here. Because it can stomach it, and I only care about the growth of my capital. I only need 1 more, right? Yeah, and I'm halfway there before I can get the next level of that too. Under the guise of night. Push on fastward. Traveling long distance for vampires is a miserable affair, as the sun prefers. So we have some troubles on the road, as we always do as a vampire. Duel demanded. Are you any good? You are okay. You are literally the definition of okay. I can have my sire do it. And my sire beat the crap out of this woman. I can do it myself. I mean, she is good enough that it is worth trying to get her to come, so let's do it. Great! Danger, killer charm. Traveling the lands, my vassal Baroness Agne has my entourage on edge, even panicking. Good evening, smiles the intruder, coyly, toying with the blade. If only we met under more pleasant circumstances. He pouts. You'll pay for this. You gain assassination averted for 5 years. I already have a nemesis. Guards catch him. Is he worth joining my court? He's He's okay, actually. He is actually okay. I do kind of want this guy. There's a pretty good chance that we catch him. Otherwise, we're wounded, and getting wounded is not that big a deal. So let's try to catch him. Will you beat the assassin and send him back with a letter? Freaking hell. I wanted him. Meeting the mentor. So we are literally learning this from our sire, which is what we were hoping for. It's nice to see that we actually do learn it from someone we know, if there's someone close by. Skulking around. I am not spying on you, I promise. Malignant heresy. -4. The obfuscate is the power to hide yourself and others from view. It is obvious that to train it properly, you have to put it to the test against other vampires actually trying to see you. Mortals won't do, as they are nearly too nearsighted to see anything anyway. So you'll have to take some risks. This will likely have the unintended effect of propagating nasty rumors in the court about exactly why you are learning such an underhanded tool, though. Okay, so this... So, 10% chance of getting paranoid. I mean, is paranoid bad for me? Is paranoid bad for me? I'd rather the paranoid than the stress. No paranoid.
All right, with the help of our sire Simeon, who is not really our best friend in the world, but we're trying to develop a decent relationship with, at least for now, we have learned obfuscate, the discipline of our bloodline that we were missing, and that is something we're going to focus on as much as we can. We would love to be stealthy in addition to everything else that we can do.
Cloak of Shadows, Abduct Scheme, Resistance, Character Interaction to severely reduced diplomatic range, Unseen Presence. I think we're going to start with the Hostile Scheme, Personal Scheme, and Abduct Scheme Resistance. There we go. Nice. So we're starting to get up there. We're starting to learn things, right? We're sneaky. We have the dual whammy of everybody notices us, nobody notices us. It's really nice. I like that a lot. And we're becoming strong in our own right. Our full-size unit of Slacha is just getting things done. There's no other way to put it. This town, though, what is its development? It's 1. 1 from neighbors. You know what that means, right? Blood tax.
We're gonna hopefully... Whoop, what is this? End of a peace. Oh, are you kidding me? You are such a fool! But Zuij, you are always messing things up. This guy, he's tough. Luckily, he's not adjacent to us, so he's not likely to see us as an important target right away. But ending that truce is not going to help us in any way. Nope, things are not getting better. Maybe I should try to replace that guy. The whole reason we put him in here is because he has this trait, and he was okay. If we could find him a spouse who could do better, okay? We're looking specifically for somebody who can be a good diplomat already and has the right education. So she is not... Oh, she is, though. And a Setite, too. It's kind of neat. Will she convert? I mean, I can't tell because she's not on my court yet, but I would love to bring a nice Setite in here. She's feral, which means she's not that bad. Savage is okay. Do we want to bring her in? She's also a 17. We could probably use her in the military right away. Oh, you want to marry your replacement? I mean, you are executioner, which means you'll still have a job afterwards. That's a thing, right? That's a thing, right? Let's do it. Let's marry him off. You know, let's tell him, look, I need you to go to this woman and you need to bring her in. So, this guy is trying to murder. Just scheming. All right. So as we said before, we're going to start actually generally forgiving our courtiers for this stuff, our courtiers and vassals, unless they're our enemies, because we like that the schemes get stopped because that makes them less unlikely to succeed and it helps the people in our court to survive. But we don't want to punish people for doing what is natural for vampires to do. Also, pardoning people can really help us get them to like us. Who is this woman and why is she so annoying? So this idiot belongs in my dungeons, obviously. She made a map to try to get someone to help kill somebody. Maybe me, somebody else, who knows, but get in my dungeon. And also, I need you for food. We can torture her without any problems because she's an innocent, ironically. Let's see if we gain dark insights from her. I mean, it had to be done, right? It had to be done. I think we're going to start turning this area Greek because I think Greek culture has better advancements than Polish does, which could help us out in developing our cities and stuff. So up here, we want this to grow to 10 as soon as it can, hopefully. It's actually 11 because it has to be greater than 10, so it's like 1.5 away or something. which is still fine. That's not far off at all. Okay, gain a sanguine perk. No, we're going to be clicking on he would never disrespect me thusly. And we're going to read this as he knows this wouldn't disrespect me. That's how we're going to read the do nothing. He knows I wouldn't feel disrespected by him having a lover, because that's how our faith kind of works. So let's see what to do with her now. So I guess we tortured her and now she's gone. I guess torturing someone lets them go. So Count Ali is the replacement for the woman that we ate. And he don't like us. He don't like us, but that's fine. We don't really care about that. We could find someone better than him. That would be nice too. We need to change the way we're doing our hunting now that we have the ability to herdify through hunting. So we're going to hunt in our capital for peasants. We're going to put the check mark on and we're going to start removing people from our herd to hopefully replace them with better people. So let's manipulate herd here. Now, who do we want to take out? You. Oh, you guys had a kid. Oh, you had a kid a while ago. She's all grown up. Huh. Interesting. So put that aside for a second. You are fleeting. We don't need the fleeting guys. We're going to get rid of the fleeting phlegmatic, remove you from my herd. That's fine. Let's look at him. He's a courtier, not a vassal. He's you. Your wife's one of our knights. That's okay too. So we're going to try to herdify our herd to be better by eating and keeping the ones that are good for a while. That should optimize the herding situation. Basically, we're using our presence to capture any mortals we find that are worthwhile during our random searches for blood in the city. Well, the town at this point, but hopefully it'll be a city before too long. Now we will do our hold court. Here we go. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call on them. Gesture for the first in line to approach. One of my guard approaches with my spy master, Ilianois, in chains trailing behind him. I caught Ilianois in the process of sending sensitive information to foreign spies in Bohemia. My literal spy master? Are you kidding me? I could chop him. It is an act of tyranny, but I still think it's right. It could be right. We get a strong loyalty hook on him, which could be useful. Could be. I have different plans for you. I could just straight imprison him, which we will do. That does mean we need to replace him as our spy master, but we can check for a better spy master in a minute. Okay, I guess I didn't think this through. I did not need this dude inside my dungeon at all. I guess we'll just demand his conversion. That might be good for us in the long run. Public accusation. Pack member Belisarios and his liege approach cautiously, wary of the assembled court. My lord, I am sure someone in the kingdom is trying to harm my liege. I have no evidence, but I suspect Count Chaplain Nepos. Malice is not a crime in and of itself. You know, he doesn't get put in prison because you think he did something wrong. I am met by a poor innocent, a vision of humility and supplication. Glorious for a scholar, I come to plead that you stop the priests that harass Opal's people and drive them to adopt via Pakati. We are Polish, our traditions differ from Greek people. Sin demands payment from non-believers. The adversary awaits you, unbeliever. I mean, just no? Just no. That's fine. Let's let this guy out of our prison. So do we have any situation here that we would... So let's look at what we've got going on down here. I've got this new revenant. Where is she? She's a courtier. She is the daughter of my other 2 revenants. Her. Can I marry her to someone who might be a good spy master? We should search by revenant, because we only want to marry her to revenants. Nothing else is turned on. So there, what? Oh, she's not a revenant. Oh. But she might make the good, of course, they're not revenants. They're just the 2 people with good traits that I married. So she's just got their strong trait. So actually, we don't want revenants for her. We want someone with an inheritable trait. So then there's only like this guy who's good enough and this guy who's good enough. We're going to pick this guy then. Riol. You marry Riol. For me, please. Thank you. We need a new spy master still. Do we have any unmarried courtiers who are vampires who might be able to pull us in a person? It's a guest. That's a guest. It's a caravan master. That's our caravan master. Courtier, herd, courtier. I mean, we just married her into here. Can we convert her? Not very much chance, but that'll probably go up in time. We'll work on that over time. We probably should be doing this the other way. I also want to... Where have we gotten with this guy? With our child? Hopefully this will fix a bit more. I guess we finish this sway and then we start to ghoul those two. Although I should probably go... Court. It doesn't matter. Marital status unmarried. So unmarried, we're specifically looking for vampires, right? There's this woman here. Can you find me someone who's as good as a spy master? This guy, there's this woman. I wonder if we can find someone to marry her who is actually into women. We could try with you again. No, there's still... You still are not attractive to literally anybody. I don't know what's wrong with you. So you're a revenant. I thought this was the revenant, but this is the girl from the two people we married because they had great traits, who are herd members. This is the revenant. Revenant lady, can you find us a spy master? How about you? What if I say non-inheritable and revenant and spy master? There's some okay choices in this list. We have this Vlach Sinner here. He's 61 years old, but that ain't too bad. He's also kind of attractive, which means their children will all be attractive. We have this Vlach Pedicati, who is 10. That is not an improvement. We should check these guys for appropriate... This guy. He's only just as good as the guy I'm getting rid of, is the thing. That is not our goal. Our goal is not to replace him with someone who's only just as good as the guy we're getting rid of. Of course, this guy's a 14 and he doesn't have to go through the trouble of being trained to get better. And his stats aren't bad, which means their kids will probably be good. Is the guy I had in here currently... There's a lot of screens we're pulling up. Is the guy I currently have, is he actually the right education? Let's check. So he is not he's already not the right kind of person. Like, he's already not able. This guy is a diplomat. He might actually be a good replacement for my diplomat. But she's already a replacement for my diplomat. So I'm going to marry this guy in. Hopefully these guys can make us some nice revenants. I'm going to make him spy master. Let's do that. I'm also going to switch you for your wife, who's just better than you in every definable way. Her education is better. Her ability to do the job is better. I think she's nicer looking. It's just everything, okay? It's just everything. It doesn't have to be one thing. It can be everything. Now we want to put in the new guy here. There's really no rush with this guy to land him because he won't learn anything from being landed anyway. All right, so our council is now better. We have this Zentovich guy. He is now our spy master. And we have this Poloveski woman who we would like to eventually convert, but we're not going to do right away. We're also going to be trying, once this ticks through one more time, we're going to start ghoulifying our two, hopefully, revenant candidates. We must stop the villain behind this. My spy master has come to me with grave news. Someone is trying to kill my courtier. Well, good for uncovering that. We don't want him to get killed. That's not our hope. We do need him for stuff. Like, lots of stuff. Scheme discovered. The damned fiend. Hey, we uncovered it. You're new here. All right, so let's look at these people here for 1 second. To try to get ourselves more... I think it's phlegmatic. No. Yeah. We need to get more choleric. All right, so we're targeting choleric here. Let's see, just because there is a trait association between these things, let's see if we can get some choleric. So he has one choleric trait. She has no choleric traits. She has no choleric traits. He has 1 choleric trait. Actually, has 2 choleric traits. So she's the most likely to be choleric, I think. So we'll hunt from her. I will hunt from her. So she is negligible, but she is choleric. I don't think negligible is good enough, so we'll just drink her dry and move on to the... Oh, we forgot to push the question. We got to remember to hit that check mark. Otherwise, it's not going to be so great. To the cocky first scholar Myka Vykos, I have been called... Okay, you made him mad. Okay, why would you make him mad? He's our enemy, he's right on our border, and we do not want to have to fight. Exotic arms, fetch my coin purse to become the Order of the Wanzine Spear. I don't think this will be good, but I still want it. It is okay. It's okay. It'd be better if... that's not something we're really interested in. It would be a better spear, maybe, if we actually raided, but that's still cool. And spears are a pretty good weapon against vampires. Would we do this? I just want to check something. He is Goretrix's rival. I mean, this kind of makes sense that he would create a secret alliance between us, hoping that he could use his connection to us to create more smooth things out with his master, but it does cut off the Tremere completely cut off the Tremere as a way of expanding. But I think I'm going to accept it anyway, because I just don't see how I can say no to such a powerful alliance, particularly considering he rivals the guy we hate. So we're going to do it. We're going to go off the rails and become allied with Clan Tremere. The rest of the Tzimisce can just suck it. Let's forgive this guy for his crimes so that he likes us better, because that's what we do around here. We forgive people for their crimes. And I think with that, we're probably going to bring this to an end. I think this has been an interesting episode overall. My spy master has come to me with great news, but we do not know who is plotting against my... Oh, it's my warrior here, who used to be my spy master. That's how it goes sometimes. Who's this? So we have arranged this marriage. Let's do this thing. Do I need anything else from him? We could just let this repair on its own. It's not like we're succeeding that well anyway. Right? This guy don't like us because we kicked him off the council. It's fine. It's fine. His wife likes us though, right? She likes us. Hopefully we can eventually get her to like us enough that she actually converts. I accept your marriage proposal. Okay, so what I want to do is, because he's the older of the two, I want to ghoulify him first. Ghoulify. Ghoulify. Click. One of those damnable do-gooders from that group called the Hunters is sniffing around your domain. He's been asking questions about your schedule, influence on the populace, and other tricky subjects. If you don't do anything, he will report it to his superiors that something about you is off, quite off. There's no doubt in your mind that this will raise suspicions surrounding your court. Thankfully, you know a guy that could deal with the annoyance quickly and quietly, but his services aren't exactly cheap. Money for peace of mind? An easy choice. This will just increase my masquerade by 1. I will take this. Let's look at our masquerade clearing options. I think one of the problems we have is that our masquerade options make us very unhappy. Like, they stress us right out. We really don't like killing people. And we don't like hanging back, and that only leaves money as an option. I mean, now that we know Etrius, we probably have an excuse to learn thaumaturgy, right? Or should I say blood sorcery? It's 1,500. It's a lot. A lot of prestige. That could be a goal, because that does give us a way to clear up the masquerade. So does Dominate, though. And Dominate is something we'll just be naturally gaining. So looking at these people, nothing. Nothing. This guy, nothing. This one, sanguine. And this person, nothing. I am just going to drink this person, and I'm going to take all of his blood. It gives us a melancholy perk for Silence of Death. Heading up towards Unseen Passage. Very good. We're still having trouble getting Choleric in, though. It's a little troubling how much trouble we're having getting Choleric in. What is this? This is a Brujah party. I do like to go to these because they're great for stress down. But I don't really like to compete in them, and I don't need stress down right now, so I think we have more important things to do. But those are good to keep in mind, especially for the potential stress down in the future. So you can definitely raise this again. What is the development here? 0. And the development here is 2 more. And we want to keep our development here because we're trying to grow this so that we can build a better city. So fine, we could cover up the Masquerade, but I don't want to eat the stress. All right, so let us put this aside, my child. Let us become friends again. Great, I'm very happy with this. And why don't we just, we need to ghoul him. And then we need to ghoul his wife. She's freaking gout-ridden. I feel sorry for her for that, but this will prevent her from dying from it, which is good for everybody. So let's put a ghoulify on her. We're going to go negative for her, I think, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm good with that. Recording a memory. Some moments must be recorded forever. That time that I imprisoned Count Chaplain Nepos of Obertuse Akamoy is one of them. My mastery of the Greek language would make penning the... So I want to permanently write down the story of how I put my child in prison, because it is a pretty cool story about how I put him in prison so I could strip his land from him and then embraced him and then put him back in charge. Like, I want him to remember forever what I did for him so that he doesn't cloud it up and think in history I put him in prison and gave him nothing in return. So this is very important to me. You gain a memory of Count Chaplain Nepos court artifact. It's not a court artifact. I think it's a... It is a court artifact. So let's go over here. This is our firstest court artifact, I think. Our very first court artifact. It is a book. It gives us prestige, personal power, so that's good for us. Court grandeur 2, learn language. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I could be okay with that. Right? Yeah. You didn't click the thing again. No, it's not disrespectful for us to have lovers, buddy. You're okay. No one's getting mad at you because we have lovers. That's how it works. Lovers are fine. I gotta remember to push that X. One of these times. This episode will officially end when I push that X and it matters. Ooh, the Shadow Inquisition is born. My spy master has come to me to discover that he is certain that you are okay, that's fine. We're not gonna do anything about it, but we will pardon you to make you like us better. We really need to find you a spouse. Can you marry anybody worthwhile? Anyone at all? Like a warrior would be nice. What do our warriors look like right now? Oh, well, this is not a thing that can happen. Apparently she's not even a knight, which is interesting. 12 doesn't cut it, which is actually good. 12 does cut it. I could force her and take him out. Now, if I take him out, they have no more connection to the court, and there's no reason to assume that they'll stay. But the truth is, I'm not using either of them for anything anymore. So I think we're gonna force her to push him out, and then put her in charge, like second in charge here. I think that's good. No successor available here. If I take this person... If I take somebody with him, it will push out that person. I'm fine with the way things are. To be perfectly fair, it's perfectly okay. Perfectly. It's all right. It's all right. Yes, we are known far and wide. Once this clicks around one more time, our victim is actually a vamp. Oh, what nice ears. Ah, cute. 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 You are an odd. You're a little scarred and you got pointy ears, but otherwise you're kind of nice. You want to come visit? You want to stay with me for a while? You know, let's resolve this situation peacefully. I mean, it's not every day. It's not every day that you find a Nosferatu who looks that hot. Like that's a rare thing. We can't do this right now though. We got to finish the Ghoulify. Ghoulify must happen first. Serious blood tax finished. Good. Money. what are you wanting? Healthy rivalry between meddlesome fighters is to be expected. But the growing discord between Dialect and Tzimisce is souring the mood in the court. I don't want you to kill each other, but you certainly have the right to fight if you want. It's not a thing that I care about. Do what guides your heart, you two. All right, your service will be rewarded. She is now my ghoul. Great, so those two are now ghouls. I need to give one of them a job so they'll stick around. Do I have anything useful to put either of them on? Antiquarian. She's a terrible antiquarian. Court tutor. Terrible. Master of the horse. He's average. I don't know if I want a master of the horse. Seneschal. I think the best thing to do is make him court musician. Yeah, let's do it! Let's do it! Okay! Now we are going to try to seduce the Nosferatu. Why? Life is good. That's why. You know, I am intrigued by the fact that I have discovered the only mostly attractive Nosferatu probably on the face of the earth. And I'm gonna be like, you know, you got some scars and you got some funny ears, but other than that, maybe this thing could turn out okay between us. We are going to... Do we have another one of these to do, or are we finished? Are we finished? I just want to check to see if we're finished here. You are... going to... Oh, we're finished. Yep. So you can just go back to doing relations. On the hunt. Wandering the streets of Opal, I find a number of mortals, so let's just look at these quick. Nope. 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 That's 2. So you have 2. Let's see how good you are. I will hunt her and drink her blood. She is fleeting. Phlegmatic. Let's just drink her and try to do better. And with that, I think we're going to bring this episode to an end. Beneath those layers. How should I approach Aldetta? I mean, I know how. I'll tell her that she's really hot for a Nosferatu. I think that that'll probably make her very pleased. Because most Nosferatu do not think of themselves as being hot. They think of themselves as being unattractive. If we're going to convert her, we'll do it after. Be as gallant and charming as possible. Approach her as a friend. If this goes well, we get budding interest. What does budding interest do? Success chance. Let's try. Beneath those layers. I managed to get a moment alone with Adletta. I bide my time, balancing flattery and conversation. Then, as the right moment settles, I reach out to class Adletta's hand. I lay bay my feelings. Ooh. Ooh, I gained emboldened by seduction attempt and budding interest. Very, very nice. But with that, we're going to put an end to this episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me the next time we are here with Myka Vykos, the beautiful fiend, as we try to seduce the world's most beautiful Nosferatu. And also, remember to put a check mark on our hunting so that we don't have to keep clicking the thing every time. All right. Goodbye for now.